Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I do think today is the last day of semi-summer weather, and then it should be a little bit more seasonable, but, maybe not. After all, this is Maryland. Anyhow, we do have some local news, so shall we? A 43-year-old Glen Burnie man was sentenced to 4 years in prison for exposing himself to the Severna Park High School girls' track team last spring. The man pleaded guilty to 8 counts of indecent exposure and will serve 24 years in prison with all but 4 years suspended. After his release, he will face 5 years of supervised probation and will be monitored under Maryland's Sexual Offender Management Program. The incident did occur back in May of 24 when he stopped his car next to the girls at a traffic light and exposed himself. The girls reported the incident to their coach and police. Police were able to use the vehicle registration details to confirm his identity. He does have a history of similar offenses, and prosecutors expressed relief that he will actually serve time for his actions. In some local education news, or, opinion, there was an opinion piece published yesterday afternoon by Joanna Tobin and Dana Schalheim, both school board members and both running for re-election, highlighting the progress being made in Anne Arundel County public schools. The article does praise the efforts to improve educational outcomes, citing better student engagement and growing extracurricular programs and increased teacher support. While acknowledging that their challenges remain, they encourage community members and leaders to build on the progress rather than focus solely on the criticism. And I'll tell you, a quick note on opinion pieces. If you have one, we'd love to hear it. Unlike newspapers, we don't limit the length, and as long as it follows common decency, we're going to publish it for you. Feel free to email it to us at info@ionannapolis.net. In business news, the Severna Park Einstein Brothers Bagels permanently closed its doors yesterday at 2 p.m., leaving 13 employees without jobs. Currently, no other Einstein locations can accommodate the displaced workers. Additionally, last night I noticed that 2 other businesses in the festival at Riva, Mathnasium and Pigtails and Crew Cuts, have also recently closed. That leaves the local customers with much fewer options as far as tutoring and haircuts for kids. And here's one from the Did You Know file. The powerful story behind the long-standing Navy versus Notre Dame football rivalry traces back to World War II. When Notre Dame faced financial difficulties during the war, the U.S. Navy established a training program at the university, saving it from closure. In gratitude, Notre Dame committed to playing Navy every year, a tradition that has lasted nearly a century. Although the rivalry has been largely one-sided, the historical significance and mutual respect between the two schools continue to make this game a meaningful annual event. Check out that history and some thoughts on Saturday's game at ionannapolis.net. Again, it'll air on ABC at noon on Saturday, and they are playing up at MetLife Field up in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We will be there bringing you all the action. And with the holidays sneaking up on us faster than that one relative who always brings a fruitcake, let me remind you about Chef Big Money's pies. Whether you're craving a classic apple, pecan, sweet potato, or my personal fave, cherry, these pies are a slice of heaven. Catch Chef Big Money at the Riva Road Farmers Market on Saturday mornings, or if you're avoiding the crowds, just text him or find him on Facebook. Yes, even the pies have gone digital. Trust me, you won't be disappointed, and your taste buds, as well as your guests, will thank you. Up this Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we're chatting with Raquel and Rob from Annapolis Golf Club, also known as X-Golf Annapolis. And if you are a golfer or would like to be a golfer, this is a must-listen for you. That's going to drop at noon on Saturday. And by now, you do know the drill. Please let your friends, neighbors, and colleagues all know about our daily news recap email. It's free. It comes to your inbox every night at 7 p.m. and will keep you up to speed on all of the top local news stories. And it's paywall free, unlike many of the others. All right, let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you and also to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Mac Medics, and Fish for a Cure. So now you just need to hang tight because George Young from DCMD VA Weather is standing by with the only locally forecasted weather report you should care about, and Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, is here with Annapolis After Dark. Anyhow, all of that's coming up for you in just a bit, so stick around.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMD VA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMD VA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMD VA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, October 23rd. Last day of warm weather today for the Annapolis region, at least for a bit, with cooler but still really nice conditions set to take over Thursday into early next week. Look for sunny skies today with highs again in the mid-70s to low 80s, ahead of more sun Thursday with mid to upper 60s 4 p.m. highs, along with breezy northwest winds. From there, Friday will bring more sun and mid to upper 60s to be followed by a very nice weekend with sunshine and low 70s Saturday, ahead of more sun with temps near 60 degrees for afternoon highs on Sunday, with low 60s and more sunshine expected again on Monday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMD VA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMD VA Weather on Facebook and X for updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless, because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, October 23rd through Sunday, October 27th. Go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also all three websites for the full schedule. We update the Facebook post and all three websites with changes and cancellations, so you know before you go. AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com. Since this is the weekend when most bars will be having their Halloween parties, I'll mention some highlights today that have music, but watch BeeprBuzz on the socials and the website for the entire list of events for Halloween. It's my tradition, and also my tradition is to watch for a spotlight on Facebook and Instagram for a local ghost tour that you should definitely take in the next week. I also have my spooky Halloween playlist with over 4 hours of spooky music. You can find it on my YouTube channel, BeeprBuzz. Okay, music for today, Wednesday. Start with Happy Hour with Kevin Pollak and Doghouse Blue at Middleton Tavern. Kevin's been out for a while for an injury, so stop by and wish him well and welcome back. We've missed him. Rickshaw Lizard will be at Eastport Democratic Club, known as the EDC and the MRE, but you must be a member or a guest of a member to attend. The Highland Brothers will be at Dark Horse. Nate Finn will be at Brine Brew in Severna Park. Mixed Business will be down the road at Mother's in Arnold. And Rich Mascari will be at Galliano's in Watchapel up in Gambrels. Thursday, get to the point for Aiden Ewald. Wendell Live, the tribute to Sinatra, will be at Galliano's in Watchapel up in Gambrels. Alexander Peters will be at Reynolds Tavern. Michael Miller will be at Annapolis Market House. Loose Change will be at Killarney House in Davidsonville. And up in the Dina, Mike Sharp will be at Rumor Meal. And Aaron Hawkins of Loose Ties will be at Primo Pasta. Weekend music. Friday, start with Happy Hour with Ben Heemstra of Ben at Cooper's Tavern in Edgewater, or with Dana B at Blackwall Hitch in Annapolis. The Low Keys will be at Food Truck Fridays. Honey Soul will be rocking Severna Park Tap House. Vians and Company will be at Mother's in Arnold. Brant Austin Dunn will be at Blackwall Barn and Lodge up in Gambrels. And over on the shore, Michael Waskey will be at Bridges, and Meerkat Nation will be rocking Ram's Head Shore House. Spooky Saturday, which is when most are having their Halloween parties. Start the day with brunch at Cooper's Tavern in Edgewater with music by Ben Heemstra of Ben. Or in Market Space with Mike Sharp in front of Federal House. Sharon and the Edge will be at Annapolis Smokehouse on Saturday instead of Friday, Saturday, for the Halloween party. The John Fraze Project will be down the road at Dark Horse. Guava Jelly will be making their debut at Severna Park Tap House. There will be a costume contest Saturday night with Wheelhouse Rock Band up at Romulo's in Severna Park. Up at Fern Brewing in the Crofton Gambrels area, their annual costume contest with bootleggers and Baptists playing. This is also their single release party. And down the road, Hell in a Shell is back at the Green Turtle in Watchapel in Gambrels with music by Area 301 and DJ Sick Turtle. There will be a costume contest with a $1,000 prize for first place. Ram's Head Roadhouse will have their party Saturday night with a costume contest and music by the Shatners. Here's one you will not want to miss. Brandon Hardesty will be with members of Bumpin' Uglies at Mother's in Arnold Saturday night. Ryan Cozell will be down at Pirates Cove in Galesville. Scorpion Rose will be at Coconut Joe's in Edgewater. Ben Heemstra of Ben will be at Reynolds Tavern in Annapolis. Jordan Sokol of Pressing Strings will be at 49 West in Annapolis, and just next door, Rickshaw Lizard will be at Stan & Joe's on West Street. And end the night with Joey Fitz at Ram's Head Tavern for their late night crowd. Sunday, get up early for this one. 8OHM's band featuring Honey Soul, Q Funk, which is a Pretty Music Academy band, the Dave Teef Experiment, and Big Slop, spitting lyrics on point at Ram's Head on stage. There is also something new in the Dina. Rumor Meal is starting a thing called Handhelds and Harmonies. Choices of breakfast handhelds, and kicking it off this week will be music by Gage Rhodes. Also Sunday, Nate Finn will be at Fern Brewing up in the Crofton Gambrels area. Casey McConville will be at Annapolis Market House, and end the night with Sean Owen at Stan & Joe's on West Street. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. Add the websites to the homepage on your cell phone to make them an app. Then it's just 2 clicks to the music anytime. I'll see you out there.
Ahoy, captains and anglers. What better way to spend a day on the Chesapeake Bay than by fishing and fundraising for a cure? Join us for the 18th annual Fish for a Cure tournament, Paul C. Detter's Captain's Challenge, and Shore Party, Saturday, November 9th at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Fish for a Cure supports Luminous Health Anne Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. Event proceeds directly support the Cancer Survivorship Program for patients recovering from all types of cancers. Gather your crew and register your boat today at fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Ion Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.